Pleasure to be here again. My name is Tarsio Moraes. I have been in the industry about 20 years, 15 years on IBM, 4 in Amazon Web Services, and now 4 in VMware by Broadcom. And I'm here to talk about one product that I love is cyber recovery that came from the joint of some VCGR product in the past. A disclaimer, some things can change. And let's talk about it, a little bit of technical overview about cyber recovery. Initially, now we have a platform. That new platform is composed to major two products. They're composed by our formerly VCGR, now is dedicated for cyber recovery and also disaster recovery. And we have our formal SRM, which is considered now such recovery. With this new platform, we change a little bit about being a subscription-based, which means now when you go there in subscription to protect the number of VMs, you can choose between one product and another. So we have 2 eggs with the price of one. So depends on your workload, you can use SRM. Another kind of workload, you can use cyber recovery, or can use both. That's one major thing. So the basic difference between both are SRM, you require your recovery data center up and running because you will replicate everything. So you have a vCenter up and running here and a vCenter up and running over there. So you have all your needs for being network, storage, vCenter, everything up and running in the secondary data center like a library recovery. But now, with the cyber recovery, which means you don't require, when we are in protection mode, have anything up and running on the another side. So it can be a very economic way. There's difference between one another. Example, on the site recovery, we're required to pay a VM plus all the cost of infrastructure to another site. But now, in the cyber recovery itself, you only pay for the VM itself, and then all the storage that are going to consuming in that replicated site. Okay, let's go a little bit off the high-level architecture. How cyber recovery works, our VCGR. Pretty much, you're going to have 2 major components. You're going to have a orchestrator that's going to be cloud-based. And why is cloud-based? Because the majority of our physical disaster, natural disaster, or ransomware attacks, or any kind of malware, if you lose your local data center or any compromise your data, your operation orchestration is on the cloud. And then probably you're going to need to deploy an OVA file that's going to connect to your your collector on-premise. OVA file, very simple to deploy. And pretty much how the solution works. That appliance on-prem is going to take a snapshot of your VM. And that snapshot, your VMDK files, are going to be stored in the cloud, in that cloud scale-out file system. In the end of the day, that scale-out cloud file system is a S3 bucket. We use right now AWS, so Amazon Web Services, our cloud platform. So imagine right now, appliance locally take snapshots and send your VMDK files, your completely snapshot to S3 bucket. Okay, that is initially how the solution works. So when you are in replication mode, protecting mode, all your data is being replicated to S3 bucket. But imagine there's a lot of encryption in multiple snapshots, everything there is storage. That's why in that moment you don't require to have another vCenter up and running because you are storing your snapshots in S3 buckets. How initially it works? I can have protection sites, so I have productions website, recover, and I can do stutter power on. Why? The magic here, if you compare to any solutions on the market, have solution A, take snapshot to proprietary formats and store the S3 buckets. Yes, but then with declare disaster recovery, you need to copy that data from S3 buckets to IBS volume, and then you need to any kind of conversions to another hypervisor. So increasing the recover copy data from S3 buckets to EBC drive, and then also conversion to any kind of hypervisor, don't matter what you got. So you losing time and put more complexity because you make a conversion on that machine, right? But now what happened here, imagine that in our solutions, we expose that S3 bucket, our NFS share data store, which means I can pretty much pour on machine straight from S3 bucket. So no VMDK conversions, no hyperverse conversions, no injections of network driver or CPU, no changes. Your machine, the way that is on-prem, you're gonna be running on the cloud. So how it initially works, when you deploy, now not in recover mode, not in protection mode anymore, now we're recover mode. In recover mode, I'm gonna deploy on demand some hosts on VMC. That host is gonna be a network connectivity to your S3 bucket, and they're gonna expose that. Of course, we're gonna have a NVMe cache on the front, so we're gonna have a very IOPS performance because I have cache mechanisms between the S3 bucket and the host itself. Is how fast we can give that performance on that. So going this, like I said, orchestrator. My orchestrator is in the cloud for purpose of hardware attack of any kind of discovery. My address connector is that machine, OV machine. I can have multiple machines to increase my bandwidth, because imagine in that moment, you're gonna upload tons of data. So depends of your link A, B, or C, you can say and balance between machines and also have a high availability for your connectors. Okay. One thing that all those snapshots getting transferred to the S3 bucket, full copy. The another snapshots that occur incremental snapshots, they only transfer the data, which minimize the time of the data transfer between your on-prem to the cloud. We have initially two ways to do that. You can use pure internet, or if you have any kind of a private link to AWS, you can use that private link at all. So how I go do the beauty of this product is we get the majority of the SRM workflows and relationship mapping, like protection group mappings, the same that we got from our big brother. That's our mature SRM product for years. We leverage all those things because in the end of the day, VCGR Cyber Recover came for Drayton acquisition. So VMware by Broadcom acquired Drayton a few years ago, and then we here's that technology and put our SRM technology on the top of that. Okay, so all the same mapping that you can do, and disaster recovery plans. And it's very easy. I'm gonna have my local vCenter and my cloud vCenter. So the same way that I can pour on machine, there's no new skill to learn. Same way that your team manage it right now, right-click, stop machine, or copy, clone it, edit, change. I can do here pretty much because we recover your environment as is. There's no conversion, there's no delays. How can I create my protection groups? I can create my protection group through many ways. I can by VM name, by wildcard, I can by tag, by folder. So I can create my group. So I can have a recover group by applications or by type of workload. So let's recover Windows applications, or maybe that particular credit card application that involves my database, front end, back end. So I can create all my protection group the way that I want it. Okay, I have multiple schedule, and pretty much what is the most important for VCGR differentiation on the market. Thinking now not in the physical disaster or natural disaster. Let's think about in cyber attack. When you have a cyber attack, your on-prem environment could be compromised. Sometimes you have your vCenter encrypted or your host is encrypted, so you lose everything. Now we're going to need to find a place that you can run and try to recover our data. So imagine VCGR as a on-demand platform that you can go there and spin in a safe, isolated environment for everything. And especially, we have recovery workflows. There's no magic. There's no magic button that's going to recover you from cyber attack. But with these solutions, you're going to have a workflow that can help you identify snapshot by snapshot. You're going to have install sensors, carbon black sensors that are going to investigate behavior analysis of that machine. You're going to have empty change rate. You're going to have change rate to see, oh, what's changed from the snapshot from last week to this week? Oh, a lot of change. So that's workflow we're going to show in a few minutes. And so imagine you have a guided restore point. So we're going to tell you what's the step we're going to need to do to recover that machine from cyber in an isolated environment. You can, because that environment is running in a VCF, VMC on AWS platform is a VCF platform, you have NSX. So you can bring that machine online on the cloud with network isolation. And then you can choose any kind of different isolation that I can. I can allow inbound, outbound. I can allow nothing. I can disconnect from the network. So I can analyze behaviors on that. Okay. But now I think the most thing to do is see our demo here. Initially, how it works? I deploy pretty much on appliances on-prem. That's a price on-prem. I connect it to the connector, to the orchestrator on the cloud. And then I'm going to here register a vCenter. The magic is, if you have one connector deploy on-prem, you have multiple vCenter on-prem, you can use the same connector to multiple vCenters, okay? So I register my vCenter. He will recognize if my vCenter has the capability to frequency snapshots, and then I'm going to create a protection group here. So how to create a protection group? I'm trying to create a wildcard here. And then I can see by wildcard, by tag, by folder. I can see over there. I created the wildcard wrong in purpose. He find my machine. The beauty is when I create by wildcard, if tomorrow I create one machine or two machines or the third machine that match that qualification, that protection group is going to be automatically added. Okay. Now I can choose how frequently I'm going to take that snapshot. I can take every 30 minutes, and I can hold for 1 week. I can take daily, weekly, monthly. So this is the sky. That is how I can protect up to 6 months of snapshot of my data. Okay. So right now, I create my protection group. I can come here and wait for the next schedule, or I'm going to take a manual snapshot. So when I take that snapshot, I'm going to define, I'm going to like forever. He's taking that snapshot. What I'm going to do now? They're going to create a snapshot on-prem and transfer this to the S3 bucket. Okay. I'm adding the second vCenter. So can up to 5 vCenters per connector, but you have more connector, you have more throughput and have ability. And then I want to show one thing here. Right now, I'm just using protection mode. I'm not declaring a disaster. So if I'm running in a disaster and protection mode, I can come here. Let me pause here for a second. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's what I fear about it. So, let's put this. I cannot pause. If I pause the video, I'm gonna harm the presentation. Let's see if I can go forward. No, I can't. That's why. You'll never mess with the video in presentation mode. Let's remove from presentation mode and go forward. So what it means, it is, imagine that traditional, how I speed this thing up. No, I cannot speed. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if I can restore. If I restore that. Okay, come on. I cannot go there. Let's go wait a little bit. So imagine that situation that you have your secretary or VP working a PowerPoint file, 8 a.m. in the morning, pass the entire day working on that file, and at the end of the day, she loses that file. Do you have any data, any copy of that data? Probably not, because your backup occurred 10 p.m. last night. So what happened here, you take this snapshot every 20 minutes or every hour, you can come here and recover that file in a file level during the day. In that moment, you can recover, you're not deploying enough in the cloud yet. You can do a recover file level, so you have a journal for all your servers in the cloud. Another beauty it is, imagine, I'm gonna show here in a few seconds, imagine that you have a human error or a change that goes wrong, and you delete a server, a virtual machine on-prem. Do I need to declare disaster? No. You can go there and restore that machine from the cloud for that. But then you ask, Tarsio, I have my backup. I have my system, whatever, on-prem. Yes, it's true. You can record to that. But in the majority of cyber attack, your backup servers is compromised. I have some customers, large cell phone companies, that they take 2 months to get back because the backup servers got encrypted. So we need to recover from tapes, read the catalogs because they data. But now it could be recovering that site from the backup. So come back here, I'm creating that. So you can, during the protection mode, do any kind of recovery file or even the machine. I'm gonna show you right now. So at the center, I lose 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe I'm gonna short my presentation a little. I'm gonna simulate that I delete a file. So I can come here and recover file. You're gonna browse, depends on Linux machine or Windows machine. I can browse and download. Now I can restore. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do on-prem. I'm gonna delete a file from that machine. I'm gonna delete the entire machine. I deleted the machine completely. Now I'm gonna pick one particular snapshot, and I'm gonna call recover. You're gonna recover the entire machine from my S3 bucket to my local vCenter. And I'm gonna see the process running there. The machine has been created back on-prem. I'm gonna pour on the machine is gonna be there up and running. So the machine is increasing time, increasing Then we're gonna see that recovery finish. So the machine is recovered on-prem. So right now, no need of deploying nothing on the cloud, because we are just leverage what is the cloud, recovering to on-prem, assuming that my on-prem is a valid, safe, up and running environment. If I have time, I have more 2 minutes. I'm going to redo that presentation tomorrow in case anyone wants to see the full demo. Now I'm going to delete one particular file of that machine, because it could be a change error or human error that delete a file, or you want to restore any archive log for SQL database that a thing can do. So I'm going to delete that data. So there's no file in there anymore. And then I'm going to do the restore of that machine again. But now, instead of me restore the entire machine from the cloud back, the initial process is going to take a little bit longer, because now he found there's existing machine on-prem. Now let's compare all the data byte by byte to see which bytes change. And then he's going to restore that machine. And then that machine is going to transfer only the data, and then the file going to be back there. The snapshots are stored on the S3 bucket on the cloud. Okay? They not stored on-prem. They stored on the cloud. Okay? So that's one thing. Let's see if I have a little bit time. So I'm waiting for the running that. You see, all my orchestrator are cloud-based. For now, it's AWS running, but there's another hyperscaler in the roadmap. I'm not sure which one it is, but we are working to different hypervisors together, not only AWS. So that machine is get back with the file recovery. It depends on your link, but it's pretty much very fast to recover. Yes, so that machine. So you see, the NFS. So I export the S3 bucket as NFS data store. That's why I can recover one machine pretty much very easy. I think I have 1 minute I can be able to show you. So I'm creating my recovery plan, because now I have my production group. I need to create my recovery plan. That's wizard here. Looks like very close to SRM workflow. Okay. So I'm gonna do vCenter mapping, folder, network. I'm gonna pick a network for production, a network for testing. I can choose if I connected that or no. So I'm mapping. I'm creating all my mappings. So now imagine that you have NSX on the cloud. Okay. You can create everything. Unfortunately, I lose my spot right now because I have my demo time problem, and I'm gonna redo that sessions tomorrow. I definitely appreciate your times today, but this is an amazing solution here. We have someone want to make questions to me. I have some giveaways for here. I'm gonna be standing over there. Okay. Thank you so much.